So a black man came up on TikTok and said that y'all need to stop having y'all little girls do that boots on the ground challenge with the fans, popping their hips and popping their ass. So black women responded and said, why are you worried about it? What, you must be the PDF file. Because he was saying that y'all got y'all little girls up here, but don't y'all know it's PDF files up here and it's creeps on the internet? You know what y'all black women did? Y'all went over there to that brother page and attacked him for saying what needed to be said. He basically told you to get your fucking little girls off TikTok because there's some nasty creeps out here, which is very true. So
y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, interact with the channel, man. We're about to get into this topic right here about this black woman calling out other black women for not listening to this black man right here. I went and checked out his TikTok, and he was basically saying that no, these women need to stop their little girls from, twerking online and stuff like that. And, I guess it's a new dance where they popping their hips called the boots on the ground. I don't really know too much about it, but yeah, he was basically just saying that, it's weird people online who, fantasizes about stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, with kids and get your kids off of the internet. Basically, get your kids off of the internet, showing their bodies and trying to be grown. And these women was all in the comments saying he might be the person who likes kids or whatever the case may be. And they thrashed them all in the comments. I went over there and I checked it out. But I've been trying to correct black women for a long time myself. And it's been hell. Like you can't really tell black women nothing. Especially if they don't like you physically, sexually, or whatever the case may be. They not really trying to hear nothing a man got to say, and they really not even trying to hear nothing them men got to say. The men that they do like, that they want to be around, or whatever the case may be. But let's see what else that this woman got to say, man.
he was saying that y'all got y'all little girls up here, but don't y'all know it's PDF files up here and it's creeps on the internet? You know what y'all black women did? Y'all went over there to that brother page and attacked him for saying what needed to be said. He basically told you to get your fucking little girls off TikTok because there's some nasty creeps out here, which is very true. So the brother made a response video to all y'all comments and said, you know what? That's why we don't like to speak up for black women, because every time we do, y'all always got something to say. Every time we say something, y'all always got something to say. And that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. And now y'all are now attacking black men for not going to college as if it's not systemic. Right?
Yeah, I've been seeing that too. A lot of women are online bashing men about not being educated and saying that black women are the most educated and all this whole kind of stuff. Man, y'all need to stop lying. Stop the lie. Black women are not the most educated. They are the most enrolled and they are the most in debt. Y'all are in last place in the United States. You still don't make more money than black men, even with the degrees that y'all have. There's more black millionaire males than there are black millionaire women. Because a lot of y'all don't even want to work. Y'all go get those degrees in the most stupidest shit. And if y'all do get a degree in something that's worth a damn, y'all don't even want to go to work half the time. That's why Trump got rid of the DEI programs, because y'all not even profiting off it. Y'all not even doing nothing with it. White women capitalized off that shit more than anybody.
So don't get your ass on the internet saying, oh, we're not protected. I wonder why. I wonder why you're not protected. I wonder why. Because you think you know every fucking thing, bitch. You think you got your degree. You think you got your degree. You think you don't need a man. You think you need to hang around all your girlfriends so y'all can live, laugh, love together. Mm-hmm. You think you don't need to be a man in the household. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck out of here. That's why I say, I see the frustration. I definitely see the frustration of a lot of these black men with y'all.
Yeah, a lot of black men are going through hell in these households, man. And a lot of the times they'll sit there and suffer through it. A lot of black men will sit there and suffer through that just to keep the family together. And there's other black men that either can't take it or the woman really just got rid of him. She called the police, did something to him, whatever the case may be. She got that man up out the house by any means necessary, knowing that those kids need a father. These women have done it time and time again. They've been doing it for the last 50, 60 years. And nobody still wants to call out the problem in the community. I just did a video of some kids in Baltimore that got caught up in the trap house with a whole bunch of guns and drugs. Kids, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. And you know they didn't have a father at home. But nobody wants to call out the obvious. Nobody wants to say, where's the parents? Who's raising these boys? Who's raising these girls? Nobody wants to call that out.
Cause y'all, they can't even say nothing to y'all. Let me tell you something. My homeboy said he don't feel comfortable talking to black women about wearing wigs because he know that y'all gonna rip him apart.
Yeah.
That's the fuck.
Wigs and weaves is a new crack cocaine. You bet not. You bet not talk about no wigs and no weaves with no black woman. You lie to get cut. Talk about her wig and her weave. Real talk. They don't play about that shit.
Problem. And y'all already know my content. I don't base my content around dog piling up on black men or dog piling up on black women. But when I think somebody need to be held accountable, I'm going to do so. And it's getting to the point where y'all are not teachable. Y'all don't want to fucking listen to anybody. So don't bring your black ass up here on this internet saying, "Oh, we not protected," because you don't want to be protected because you.
She got black fatigue. She cooking with hot grease. Black women do not want the black man's protection. They want the money, they want the dang-a-lang, and they don't want nothing else. They don't want to listen. They don't want you to teach them nothing. They not trying to. They don't think the black man has nothing to offer outside of his penis and his wallet. I've been saying this for years. If you don't got a bunch of money, black woman don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Think you know every fucking thing. You think you got your degree, right? Because a lot of you have your degree, right? You think you got your degree, so you think you know every motherfucking thing. But you don't know shit. But I found it funny because I just made a video about this whole black man not having an education thing or black men not going to college thing. You guys are constantly procreating with black men that don't have a degree. I wonder why. But yet you will come on the internet running your mouth about them. Pick a struggle.
Yeah, she's 100% correct. I agree with her 100%. A lot of these black women would tell you that they baby daddies wasn't shit. You know, he was good enough to have a baby with. Baby daddy wasn't shit, but he was good enough to have a baby with. He wasn't good enough to marry. He wasn't good enough to build with. He wasn't good enough to, build a life together. But he was good enough to make that baby. It's unfortunate, man, and this is the problems that we are having in the black community, and nobody wants to call it out. It's a handful of people like her and me, and it's people that's speaking out about it. But it's way more of them than it is of us. 93% voted for Kamala Harris. And those 93%, I guarantee you, those are degenerate women. I said what I said, and I meant that. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic right here, man. Hit the link in the description. You want tattoos or piercings, you in Dallas, Texas, holla at your boy. If you want custom rugs, if you in the city or anywhere in America, we can get them to your doorstep, man. Hit the link in the description. Don't be a lame like these black women that don't want to listen to nobody. Crashing out. Most in debt, most in road.